So welcome back to class. It's been a while. Uh Today I don't know what I'm gonna be titling this video, but today we're going to be talking about men's trash mentality. And I just want to go ahead and get right into it. So I have been seeing, and I've been seeing for a long time, but recently, the past week, I saw some conversations that were being had on Twitter, and it just, it upset me. It annoyed me, upset me, whatever you want to call it. So we gonna start off with these tweets, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start talking. So the first one says, "This is a man talking. He was replying to a woman. I was not able to see what she was saying because she made her page private after this. But yeah." So he said that we're smart enough to know that if a woman really wants us, she's going to give us some sex. And if she's not, it's no reason to spend money to try to change her mind. The next tweet The next tweet says, "I guess you know that she likes you when she gives you some. That's how I know. It's nothing evil about it. Women have made it abundantly clear that if they want to give you some sex, they will, date or not. It's the whole movement around that. All I did was adapt to the rules that women created." Like I said, I'm gonna get my tweets out first. Um, this one says, "The days of you taking a chick on date number one and then she gives you a kiss. You take her on date number two and she invites you over and then y'all do what grown folks do is over. These chicks are having sex. Sex. So there's no reason to be trying to take her on a date to smash when they not waiting that long anyway." So then this one, "No, you just don't understand that men having a roster is a direct response to the fact that women stop belonging to one man. A smart man is not going to commit to a woman that he's sharing. Women stopped going all in with one man, so men adapted. You don't like the game that women built." Notice I'm looking at the camera. So this is something else. The guy was saying, "Dates are for girlfriends or someone I'm trying to have or someone I am having sex with, not some random woman I'm trying to get to know." And they having this conversation at 9 o'clock in the morning, child. And then somebody was talking about it, saying that people are upset because he said he's not taking women on dates that aren't sleeping with him. And it's funny because if you are out here, you don't have to take a woman on a date first before having sex anymore. And then somebody responded and said 9 times out of 10 she will play mind games and make you wait if you take her on a date first. Yeah, don't have to take women on dates. And obviously that means you're referring to 9 times out of 10 you're referring to whores. And that's one of the biggest problems I have with this whole conversation. Because my thing is, since when does the whole dictate what a woman deserves? But yeah. So that's all the tweets I have out of that conversation. I forgot to add some to this album, didn't I? Yeah, I'll get to that later. So anyways, so I wanna just stay on. Is it this one? I'll just use this one. Okay. So I wanna just keep this one up because I wanna talk about the fact that he said I need a pointer. But I'm gonna talk about the fact that he said all I did was adapt to the rules that women created. And again, like I said, the way they talking about it, you referring to, I don't want to call every woman a whore because that's not true. But you're not referring to women. So, okay. So this is my thing. First of all, I want to just go ahead and pull out the chalkboard right now. What does it say? The head of every woman is the man, right? And this is God's words. Jesus Christ, the Lord Himself, yes. The men are supposed to be our head. So my thing is, all throughout the Bible, God makes it real clear what a woman's position is and what a man's position is. So when did it become women creating rules, especially when it comes to dating? So I had, like I said, I had to get my note cards out because if I don't, I just gotta have some structure. So first thing I want to say is it's men's. Oh yeah, men are the ones who are supposed to set the tone when it comes to dating, relationships, all that stuff. Men are supposed to be the ones to set the tone, set the standard. Women are supposed to be the ones to follow it. No, I mean, because correct me if I'm wrong. Men are supposed to be the ones that set the tone, supposed to be the ones that set the standard. Women are supposed to be the ones to follow it. So when did it become let women dictate what goes on and men start to follow suit? That's what's been happening, and that's why things in the state they are today. So oh yeah, and then something else I had said with this is that most men conform to whatever the vast majority of women are going after. So if you got a bunch of women who are going after men that are, like, for instance, a lot of women might still want it. I don't know, don't care. But like, for instance, exercising and working out. Some women want to buff men. So if that's what a lot of women are gravitating towards, men, oh, we gotta get in the gym, right? That's what if that's what it's gonna take to get the woman that you want. That's what you gotta do, and it be some stupid stuff. So when you got the women that are choosing what the standard of the man is, and the men are going running trying to be that, you got the men sitting over here giving attention to certain type of women. So then you got the women trying to gravitate towards that. Everybody running trying to be whatever the popular thing is today, or whatever the most desirable thing is today. And if ain't nobody standing on principle and ain't nobody saying this is what it is, I'm not moving for nobody. And people be saying, oh, women need to be the ones. No, women are not going to be the ones, because it's also Bible. And I'm speaking from a place of a woman that knows my role. I completely understand I have to be number two to a man, but I'm also speaking from a perspective of these men ain't in a position mentally to lead nobody like me. That's just the bottom line. It's very sad. So like I said, I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying not to, but yeah. So but yeah, so I basically said men should not sit around waiting for women to be the ones, the firm ones, because it will never happen. It's literally Bible that women are the weaker vessels. Like I said, men are supposed to be the ones to set the tone. Women are supposed to be the ones to rise up to it. For some reason, men want women to be these extraordinarily strong, perfect, unbreakable creatures, and they think that they could just be here. No, y'all supposed to be here. Women supposed to come up to y'all level, not the other way around. So I do, like I said, I just gotta get it. I gotta calm down. um. So the thing about setting the standard, right? If you say that, like, for instance, I'm somebody that highlights character. Character is very important to me. Character and morals and the way that you treat me. That's it. If I say those are the three things that I care about the most, I can't give somebody a pass and still be respectable in the eyes of other people because, oh, this man treats me like a dog, but he cute. What does that matter? It's everybody's. I don't say everybody, but a lot of people are cute. A lot of people are fine. You gave somebody a pass because he cute. If I say I want somebody who got good characters in the trash, but he's good in the bedroom, so he gets a pass. No, ma'am. Again, men expect women to have these standards, but yet somehow they think that it don't matter if they don't have those standards. But then you want to sit over here and keep crying and complaining about the same type of woman that y'all sleeping with, the same type of woman that y'all maintaining these fake relationships with because y'all just want access to her womb. Let me tell you something. People, it's funny because I really don't talk in real life. And I mean, this is real life. But people don't, I don't have, you can't have these kind of conversations with people. So people really don't know what be going on in my head. Yeah, but they know now. And it's funny because nobody would have ever thought. But yeah, I've been like this. But, so yeah, so you got a bunch of men that sitting over here. If you say that a woman has to be this, it needs to be that for every woman across the board. You're sitting over here, oh, she got a nice butt, I'ma let her in. You don't think, and this is something people don't understand, men don't understand that women, like I said, we're the lesser vessels. We looking at men for direction. We looking at men to know what to do, what not to do. Even if a woman says otherwise, that's exactly what's happening. So if you sit over here and if I like a guy and I see that this guy is looking at this girl's butt all the time, right? And then I look in the mirror and I look at my butt and I might not be getting that same type of attention. So you have a lot of women who, okay, well, he clearly likes these physical characteristics of this woman. So now I'm going to try to start becoming what I feel like I need to be in order to get his attention. That's the way that a lot of people think. That's the way that I had once thought, which is why I was so open about the whole Mark situation. Because, yeah, a lot of people don't understand. They don't care. They don't think about how their basic day-to-day actions are affecting the women around them until it hits too close to home. And then even when it hits too close to home, now you're sitting over here being mad at the woman because, oh, you not what you're supposed to be. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say this right now. Before you sit over here and try to criticize and talk about what a woman shouldn't be and what she should be, you need to look in the mirror and check to see if you what a man's supposed to be. Because if you ain't what God called you to be, you ain't got no right to talk about what a woman should and shouldn't be. I thought this video was gonna be long, but it might not because I'm basically saying everything I gotta say. It ain't too much. But the issue with men having exceptions is that it's gonna be an exception for every woman. It's always gonna be a man giving her a pass. So the thing is, if you don't have people standing on standards, some people say standing on business. We're not that foolishness. If you're not standing firm on what you believe in, what you say that's required to be in your life, and you giving people a pass, you letting them know that they're okay. Like even if they're not getting a title of your wife, even might be the title of your girlfriend, you still are entertaining them in some capacity that is good enough. So if you entertaining me as I am because I have this one inch thing that you might want or that you might need, I don't have enough motivation to change. And that's one of the reasons why I'm glad God never really put me in a position to have my butt kissed by men. Because yeah, I had to get myself together. And I'm not gonna cry about that. I'd rather be here than there. Let's put it that way. So I also said it's always gonna be a man willing to deal with us even in our most messed up state, which is true. So yeah, like I said, as long as that's the fact, a woman in general have no real reason to change. Which is why it's so irresponsible for men to try assigning blame to women for the state of relationships in the dating world. Because yeah, it's Bible, God ordered that men are the head of women and women are not to have authority over the man. A woman can only do and be what a man allowed them to be. Which is true. Oh yeah, so then back to this whole tweet. Like he was saying, all I did was adapt to the rules that woman created. You gotta keep in mind it's always gonna be a woman with her legs open, baby. What do you mean? It's always gonna be and it's always like I said, I don't want to call everybody a whore because that's just not the truth. You got a lot of people, and I was once one of them. You got a lot of women who are just lost, hurt, broken, heavily manipulated, lied to, and all this, that, and the third. A lot of us have no idea what love is. A lot of us will never know what love is, unfortunately. A lot of us have come to the conclusion that love, because that's what they teach us, that love is lust. So a lot of people do truly believe if I go someplace with my legs open, legs first, I'm going to get love. You might feel like you loved in that moment, but that's not love. But everybody don't know that. So and then my thing is, you got so many men who are sitting over here looking to use and abuse somebody. So you got all these women, like I said, it's always gonna be somebody with their legs open, whether they're a hoe, whether they're looking to use you, whether they're looking to seduce you, or whether they're just looking for love in the wrong places. Men as a whole, stop playing around with them. Because as long as you're giving them something of what they want, they have no reason to change. And you can't keep sitting over here crying about what you got laying right next to you in the bed. Come on now. And my thing is, if you got to sit over here and be single for years until you find somebody worth being with, then that's just what it is. I'm sorry. I'd rather be single and miserable, and unhappy for years. If I sit over here and no, I can't. I'm sorry. So let me see what else I put with this one. Yeah, and I also said that a hurt woman roaming the streets looking for approval from men and using her body to get it. So basically, I was saying that if, for instance, you got a lot of women all over social media, and I talked about this in previous videos, how every time you get on social media, it's so many women that's highlighting they butt, they butt, they butt, they butt. A woman got an inch of a booty, she still got to make sure it's in the camera. It's very unfortunate. It's very sad. But my thing is, it's clearly a reason why this is happening. It's a reason why women now all of a sudden believe that their worth and their beauty and a man wanting them completely resides in their body and in the sex. Because they basically saying it, if you don't give me access to sex immediately, I'm not going to have you in my life. But yeah, if men ignore that kind of stuff, a woman trying to walk down the street, bending over in front of all the men that look at her and whatever. If men collectively stop paying a woman attention and look the other way instead of breaking your neck trying to watch her walk away, they wouldn't have no reason but to get in the mirror. They wouldn't have no reason, no option. They wouldn't have no choice but to get in the mirror and reevaluate themselves, because clearly the way that I'm coming ain't enough to give me the attention that I'm looking for. So if you tell a woman and you show women across the board, stop looking at how cute they are, stop looking at how horny you are, stop looking at how fat their butt is. You say, this is the requirement to deal with us, to be in our lives. Women will change quick, but that would never happen. Let's just be real about it. And then, I don't know, I think I probably said this already, but I'm a woman that has absolutely no issue. Some people seem not to believe this, but I have no issue being under subjection to a decent man. It's just finding a decent man is very hard, because look at these mentalities. And my thing is, I'm the kind of person, I have to respect you. I have to respect a man at all costs. That's the only way that you go get something up out of me, especially my obedience and submission. If I was able to lead myself this far, be this good by myself, you have to be better than me in all ways. This is not better than me. I'm sorry. It's just simply not. And this is the mindset that a lot of people have had. Why it's on my mind is that, like, a lot of men, there's a video I wanted to show. Hold on.
Because you keep comparing marriages to relationships, and you think that just because you got married that you won. You didn't. You disrespect the institution of marriage when you go about getting married to a great man that's not supposed to be with you in the first place, because you were selfish and you decided that you wanted to ruin his life. Yes, you did. Every single minute that you don't hold yourself accountable and you don't become the woman that you're supposed to be, you ruining somebody else's life, because that man could have been with somebody in which they built up and been better for the community and the culture, but instead he got to deal with your monkey because you don't want to get yourself together, and the only thing you care about is what you think you deserve, but you don't really make yourself what it is that you're supposed to be for the man that's supposed to be with you. It's a man that's waiting for you, but you can't get yourself together long enough or hold yourself accountable long enough because you too in your own feelings and focused on me instead of focused on you. You looking out the window instead of looking in the mirror. I got mine. I'm winning. I've been married for 20 years successfully. It's a difference. I know what being successfully married looks like. I understand the purpose of marriage. I was very intentional from the time that I opened up my eyes all the way up until being 41 years old right now. I understand the purpose. My wife is taken care of. My kids is taken care of. My employees is all straight. College fund funded. If anything was to happen to me today, she's taken care of for the rest of her life. Nobody has any worries that's around me. So why you sitting here worried about the messenger when you should be looking at the message and applying it to your mother life?
And I do want to say, I had to take a break from TikTok. I had to take a break from social media because I just feel like I just lose brain cells. And I want to keep in mind, I still do have to get to the whole relationship guru conversation because, while he is saying some good things, let me not lose track. He's saying some good things. But at the same time, he also seems like a man who is just like everybody else, just using relationship advice as a means to make some more money. And that's the last reason why people need to be talking about relationships. But yeah. So anyways, the thing that I wanted to talk about from this video is the fact that he sits over here and he's highlighting at the end the fact that like his wife, his family, his kids are provided for. And this is a conversation that I see a lot of people having. Like a lot of men truly feel like, oh, money is the best thing that they have to offer. And that's the tweets that I forgot to add. So, let me add them. A lot of men feel like the best thing that they have to offer is money. And a woman should be under complete and total subjection to them because they're able to provide financial stability. My thing is, if dealing with a man, especially of these mentalities, if that's what's required for me to have peace of mind and have a roof over my head, I'll go live in my mama's backyard with a cardboard box, me and my rabbits. So I sit over here. No. If that's the best thing that you have to offer me, I don't want it. If that's your mentality and that's how you come in, So I cut some stuff out because I didn't really want to talk about all that in this video. But back to it. So I want to talk about the fact that in this tweet, he talked about if you're out here, you realize that you don't have to take women on dates. So one thing that I do want to talk about before I cut this off is I think I did mention how, I don't know, because different takes, but men for whatever reason think that they could be here. A lot of hold on, I got the perfect video.
That he can make you. That's right. In your eyes and in the eyes of your friends, you are cute. Oh, yeah. Walking the street with a thong and your behind hanging out. Go ahead. In your eyes and the eyes of your friends, you're cute. Advertising your breasts to get attention from men. In your eyes, you're cute. Getting your body displayed all over your personal Facebook. Go ahead. You can make money to pay for your education. Go ahead. Preach it, man. Preach it. What if God says she that lives in pleasure is dead while she lives? Is dead while she lives. While you live, you's a living, breathing corpse. And every corpse attracts flies. That's right. And you are a living, breathing corpse. And this is why you are attracted to filth, because you are living in sin, and sin is like death and every type of insect and foul thing wobble in dirt.
So I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to show that video because, like I was saying, the guy said, if you're out here, then you know that you don't have to take women on a date first to have sex. Men, this is me. You spend so much time as a woman, like, bettering yourself, elevating yourself. I think I said that already, but still. Men want a woman that's up here, right? They want to stay down here playing around in the dirt and in the trash. I don't understand how men somehow think that these two are going to come together when she's up here and he's down here. And then my thing is, a lot of men, if y'all somehow, first of all, I'm not supposed to come down to your level. And keep in mind, these men who are same men who are, oh, I need to find a good woman. Well, good women don't exist anymore. These are the same men who are also saying that they're not finna let you in your life in their life until you open up your legs. So that means that this good woman that you're looking for has to now come down to your level. And if she has to come down to your level, then 9 times out of 10 she ain't what you want. You know? So my thing is, I don't understand how people think that this and this supposed to come together when the man is supposed to be above the woman. And I understand, men don't want a wife that's loose and everything. But when I don't understand why men don't see that they have to be what they're looking for too. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not trying to get it because that's just too many brain cells I would have to lose to figure that out. But yeah, it's a lot of these men. He's one of them. Some of the people that I talked about, they be all on social media talking about how they favorite eater. They talking about sex. They talking about all this foolishness. You don't think somebody's looking at you? You don't think somebody's watching you? And my thing is, I went off subject, but like I said, as somebody who spends so much time perfecting themselves, trying to be better than I was yesterday, I want somebody who is doing the same. So for me, like I said, I don't remember what I said earlier, if it was this video or another video, but my initial motivation to better myself, especially in the past year, had nothing to do with, oh, I'm looking for a man or I want to be with a man or whatever. I had to get myself together for my own peace of mind. So I'm not losing myself. That was it. Will a man reap the benefits? Absolutely. Because I had to find out a lot of things during this whole process, which I will talk about it. But my mind is just I had it, my mind is just completely blank right now. But like I said, I spent so much time trying to better myself and improving myself and I don't have to work as hard as I would have had to if I would have just dealt with Mark, had that whole situation happen, and then I went played around with a bunch of men until I found somebody who was willing to put up with me. Versus now I can meet somebody and we could just go from there. And I don't have to heal. I don't have to do all of these things. So if you sitting over here feeling like you could treat women a certain kind of way, you could sit over here and say, well, all these women out here in the world, out here in the streets, are just out here doing willy-nilly, and that's how you feel like you will find your wife. No, ma'am. No, sir. You playing around in the dirt. You're complaining about the dirt that you're playing in, but yet you don't want to come up out of it because there's pleasure still in that dirt. So then when you find your wife, somehow these two found one another and they made it work some kind of way, or they trying to make it work. So now this man has to spend 2, 3, 4, 5 years trying to elevate up to this woman's level. That's just the reality of a lot of things. And now how much hurt and pain does this woman have to go through because you've been spending your single time playing around with the trash? You know, so that's all I really have to say, man. And I had some videos, and then I'm not really gonna get into these, but I just wanted to show them some more tweets where these guys just mindsets just in the trash. Men are much less appreciative of chicks who caught them at the finish line. Um, ain't nothing that they could do for you at that point. Too much out here to be worried about you. Um, and then this is the other side. Oh, this is the other side of Bill with the man perspective. If I had to get there on my own, there's really nothing that you could do for me that requires thinking. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into this, but this is just an example of these men's just trash mindset. It's not gonna be the last time I'm gonna talk about it. It's just I had to just get these things off of my chest since it's been a while since I did a video. But yeah. And I just want to say, keep in mind, with all the things that I talked about, I ain't never not once mentioned a man's money. So, keep that in mind. Class is dismissed.